I'm back. You're welcome again to my channel. My name is Nazo Ezi. For the benefit of those who are seeing my face for the first time, this is my little space on YouTube. Yes. And as usual, my real face has emerged again. Oh my God. Anyway, if you're new here, let me be serious. Wait, let me calm down. Okay, so if you're new here, my name is Nazo and this is my space. You're welcome to my little corner on YouTube. Please do me a favor, be so kind as to do me a favor by subscribing to my channel, by tapping that subscribe, that word written there. Look down. Yeah, that very word. Please tap it for me and then you can be part of the family. And to my OGs, the ones that have a special place in my heart, I welcome you once more. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. So, mothers of daughters, get in here real quick. I want to talk to you. Yeah. So you saw the title of this video, right? How to teach your girls proper personal hygiene. That's what we are talking about today. I don't know where I got the inspiration for this particular video from, but something told me that I should talk about it today. So here we are. Have you been teaching your daughters personal hygiene? Because at what age did you start? Let us know in the comment section down below, okay? So that those of us that have children, that have daughters that age that has not started, will have an idea of when they should actually start teaching their daughters personal hygiene. I have 3 girls, 9 years old, 6 years old, and 2 years old. Now, I started teaching the first 2, that's the 9 years old and the 6 years old, a long time ago, of how to take care of themselves and to take care of their bodies. They started to bathe themselves and brush themselves at the age of 5. Yes, I don't know. That's why I said, let me ask, what age did you start? I don't know if 5 was too late, but that was when I started. When they were 5 years old, they started to bathe themselves and brush themselves. But when they started, they were doing so under close supervision from me. I was always supervising them to make sure that they do it well. I was teaching them. And then when I saw that they had gotten the hang of it, I left them alone to do it by themselves. So needless to say that by now, they already know how to bathe themselves very well because like I said, one is 9 and one is 6. So I taught them and I still teach them till today how to bathe themselves. Even sometimes when they're about to go take a shower, I stop them and remind them that when you get there, scrub your armpits very, very well, bend down and wash your bum bum very, very well. Yeah. And most times I don't even say bum bum, I use the word vagina. I like to be clear and plain with them. I don't do all these baby words, my wee wee, my pee pee. I don't do that. I call it by the names as it is supposed to be. So I tell them on their way. Sometimes I'll see them tying towel and I'll stop them and be like, when you get there, wash your armpits very, very well. Scrub it very, very well. Scrub it hard. Bend down and wash your bum bum with soap. Now, talking about that washing of bum bum with soap, there's this argument that I always see online. Yeah, all arguments are always happening online when they say things like, hey, you shouldn't wash your vagina with soap. Yes, I agree, but some people misunderstand that thing. Some people think that it means that you should not wash your bum bum with soap at all. No, that you should not wash your vagina with soap at all. That is not what it is. See, you are not supposed to use any form of soap or chemical inside to wash inside. Especially those of you that douche. Sebi is douching, they call that thing. Like they have this bottle with the mouth thing that they put inside and wash. That is what they mean, that you don't have to wash. Don't wash them with soap or chemical of any kind. But you are supposed to use a mild soap to wash the outer parts of your vagina. It doesn't mean you just use water. You have to use soap to wash it outside to avoid any unnecessary odor and all that. It is inside that you're advised not to use soap to wash, because some people say and they said you shouldn't wash it with soap at all. So even the outer part, they don't use soap, they use plain water. Tell me why it will not smell. You have to use soap, a mild soap for the outer part, but do not use anything for the inner part. Well, that's not what I'm talking about, Sha. I taught my girls that they should use the mild soap to wash the outer part. They bend down and wash the outer part. And while washing it, I've taught them to wash it separately. That is to say, they wash their bum bum separately, and then they wash the vagina, that's the front, separately. They don't wash it together so that they don't introduce bacteria from the back to the front. And I always tell them that they have to bend down to do it. Let me tell you people something. So my 2-year-old baby, that one, she's used to the fact that whenever I'm beating her, I make her bend down. She squats in the bathtub for me to wash her vagina very well. So one particular day, I washed it without asking her to bend down. I just opened her legs slightly and then washed it. And then when I was done washing and then I finished beating her, I rinsed her body and everything. I didn't know this girl was paying attention. In fact, she has been paying attention all along. So when I was almost done, I was now cleaning her face. The girl now turned to me, "Mommy, did you wash my bum bum?" I was shocked. I did not expect it. I was like, "Oh yes, I washed your bum bum." She was expecting me to tell her to bend down. So because I did not ask her to squat, so she assumed that I did not wash it. So she had to remind me quickly in case I have forgotten. "Mommy, did you wash my bum bum?" And I said, "Yes, I washed your bum bum, my child." So I teach them to bend and wash it well. And they do that properly. Now, when it comes to bathing, that's scrubbing the bodies, my 9-year-old daughter, sometimes I notice that she has an odor. A kind of odor that I don't like, which I believe is normal for girls her age, because she has come of age, that age where odors begin to come out, which is when you're supposed to get a proper soap for bathing and a proper sponge. If not, the odor will get so bad that it will be hard to tackle. So I notice that sometimes she has an odor, and when that happens, lemon is always there now. And then I remind her that there's an odor, scrub, go in there and scrub very well. We cannot let this happen. So I instruct her to intensify her scrubbing, and when she listens to me and does that, it goes away, which is all good. So there is a technique I teach them to use to bathe, which I notice that most people don't even know. Most people don't do it this way. And the same technique I taught them is what I do as well. Now, I've told them that when they go in there, after pouring water all over the body, they use their soap, they take the soap and rub it all over their body. That's the soap first, so before the sponge. They use the soap and rub all over, generously, not missing anywhere. After rubbing that soap everywhere, concentrating on the armpits and those areas that are prone to odor, then they now take the sponge, put it in water, and then rub soap on the sponge as well till it becomes very soapy and foamy. Then they scrub their bodies thoroughly. I say this because some people don't know that. Some people just, if you've noticed, if you just use the soap on the sponge like that, that soap on that sponge is not enough to scrub your whole body. Yes, I know some people do. They put soap on the sponge, they scrub. They put soap on the sponge again, they scrub. See, it is not the same thing. It is not the same thing at all. It is always best to use that soap all over, generously. Get all those areas and then put more soap on the sponge and then scrub all over the body. That way, it will kill every kind of odor that is hiding, lurking anywhere, waiting to pounce out. It's not gonna be able to pounce out because the soap is going to get it and kill it to the last. You know what? Just try it. That way you don't have to be scrubbing and then putting soap and scrubbing. You will have enough, more than enough to bathe. So adopt that method for your children, and you will see that it will kill every kind of odor. It will make sure that they are very clean. They are squeaky clean. So I've also taught my girls how to clean themselves up after they pee or poop. Some people don't know that they are supposed to teach their daughters these things. Some people, do you know that some adults still don't know how to wipe themselves after they finish using the restroom? Okay, now, my girls, let me not digress. My girls now, I've taught them that after they pee, every single time after they pee, they are supposed to use tissue and clean their vagina, dab it off, and make sure there is no pee left there. Because pee is acidic, that's urine is acidic. You leave it, if they leave it on the pants, it's going to smell, it's going to irritate them down there. So I've taught them to always clean every time they pee. And then when they poo-poo, I've taught them that they should never wipe from back to front, which a lot of girls do, a lot of little girls do. They don't know any better. Their mommies did not teach them. who else will teach them? That's why I'm making this video, for the benefit of those mommies who have not started teaching their daughters, or who do not even know, because some mommies are not even aware of these things. So this is how you should do it. Teach your daughter to always wipe from front to back. Front to back, not back to front. Because when they do that wiping from back to front, they introduce bacteria from the bum bum to the vagina, which will cause an infection for them. So always teach them to wipe from front to back. From front to back. I hope you understand what I mean. Okay, so another thing that I've taught my girls is that they should always wash their underpants. Hey, there's an airplane passing by. I don't know if you guys can hear the sound. We probably can hear it too, because most times when I watch other YouTubers making videos and then there's a sound that they can hear, they always think we can hear it, and they're always asking, I don't know if you guys can hear it. I don't know if you guys can hear. And I'm watching, I'm like, I cannot hear. We can't hear. See me doing the same thing, asking, I don't know if you guys can hear the sound. You probably cannot hear it. So let me go on. So I've taught them to always wash their underpants every time they go into the bath to go take a shower. Every time they go into the bathroom to take a shower, the first thing they should do is to remove their pants and wash it there and then. Me, myself, I don't keep dirty on this. I wash it immediately. As in, when I go into the shower, I take it and I wash it. I wash it immediately, hang it, and then it dries. So I'm teaching the same thing to them so that they will not be packing on this, because I know that a lot of ladies do that thing. A lot of girls and ladies do it. They just store dirty pants and then wash it one day. I don't do that, and then I'm teaching them the same thing. I started teaching my 9-year-old, and she's already used to it. At first, when she started, she used to forget. She will forget. She'll go in and come out, and I'll remind her, did you wash your pants? Okay, go back and wash it. And then she will go back and wash it. So eventually she got the hang of it. She got used to it. So I'm already teaching my 6-year-old I'm already teaching my 6-year-old daughter that she should start washing it as well. I'm sure that in the next few months she will get used to it too. There's a post I saw on Tunde Ednot's page on Instagram one day. So I've forgotten what they were talking about, but I think it had something to do with girls and pants, as in storing pants and all that. So the comments, somebody now commented and said, no. I commented my own comment. People came under my comment. So I commented saying that why should you even keep pants in the first place? Why not wash it when you take a bath? As in, before you take your shower, you wash it once. That I don't keep pants. Everybody even guys and girls under my comments, they were like, yeah, that's how you should be and all that. There was one particular lady now came under and said, that what about those that go to work? They that go to work, that there's no time for that. That by the time they wake up in the morning, they take their baths, get ready to go to work and all that. I was like, in an excuse. What type of excuse is that? As in, what manner of excuse is that? How many seconds? No, not seconds. How many minutes will it take you to wash only one pants? That you're now saying that because you're in a hurry to go to work, you will not wash your pants. I was like, Biko, that's a non-excuse whatsoever. Okay, if you say it is because of time, Ungwano, add that time to your schedule. Okay, if you normally wake up by 5 o'clock, wake up by 4:58. If you normally wake up by 5 a.m., wake up by 4:58. Add 2 extra minutes only for washing your pants. That's not an excuse. I was like, anyway, and people attacked her. People said she's just dirty. That's not an excuse. That if you want to wash it, you wash it. It's not like it's going to take you 1 hour to wash only one small pants. Anyway, so I've taught my girls that they should always wash their pants when they step into the shower. So that's it. I've come to the end of this video. Like I asked, have you been teaching your girls personal hygiene? At what age did you start? And how do you teach them? And I'm asking because I want this video to be an interactive one. I want to hear from you. Maybe there's something I will learn from you guys. And also people that are watching this video that will read comments might have 1 or 2 things to pick from you as well. So share your methods with us down below, and I would really appreciate you for that. So thank you so much for watching. If you have watched up till this point, you are the best. Like those of you that usually watch the end of my videos, you don't know what it means to me. The way that God will bless you, nyafu nyafu, good measure, pressed down, shaking together, running over. That is the kind of blessings that you will receive for always watching my video till the end. God bless you. And if you haven't subscribed up till this point, maybe today will be the day that you will subscribe, Abi. Go and see that button down below. Just help me to tap it, and so that you can be a part of the family. Thank you Once again, remember to stay safe. Remember to wash your hands. Remember to sanitize at all times. And do not go out if you don't have to. All right, guys. I'll get in later. And I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye.